Hi everyone, welcome to another Greenleaf Terrain Showcase. This time I have a series of sets designed for a Warmachine tournament that is happening at GROTSCON in Red Deer, Alberta. I think next weekend, so April 17th to 19th or something like that, I think is the date. So there is this set, which is here, the desert set. I have a snow set, a autumn set, and a set of green terrain, and they're designed to go on, I'm pretty sure, the fat mats from Frontline Gaming. So this set was designed to go on 3 tables, so there are a couple more hills and a couple more tree stands. So there are 5 tree stands. You can't see on camera because I can't really fit it all on shot, but there are 5 hill sections. I'm pretty sure every set has 5 wall sections because these are all casted walls. I made a mold for ruined walls and a mold for solid wall sections. There are 3 of these rock outcroppings that are custom made, a pond, 2 of these ruins, and I have a couple of these trenches that are designed for Warmachine. They are the same template size as the Warmachine template. There's a strong magnet in there and a screw put into the bottom of this guy, and so they just magnetize nicely in there. They don't come off, but then they can just be pulled off for gameplay. But I will jump the camera off the tripod, we'll come check this guy out closer, and then I'll move on to another set. So starting with the hills here, I do a slightly different style of hill for the desert style, just to give it a different look. And I came in with some yellowish browns, some reddish browns, and lighter browns. Just lots of browns basically throughout the entire set, and worked it up. The trees all got the same thing too, and they were just tipped with a little bit of black to make them dead looking. And there's just a little bit of dead grass foliage around. Here you can see a closer look at this guy. It's magnetized in, like I said. Nice little trench. You got a green and blue ponds, kind of like algae filled. These ruins are just kind of like wall sections, but they're very playable. I made this one kind of like the remnants of an abandoned building. These again are all cast in plastic, and they are from a Greenleaf Terrain mold that I made. So that's one of the ruined ones, another one of the ruined ones, a couple of the solid ones. And they painted up nicely. Oh, there's a little bit of blue on that guy. I'm gonna fluck that up. And the rest of the hills are back here. I have 5 tree stands. All the trees are removable. And there is 3 of these rock outcroppings. Everything's been dry brushed up after I airbrushed everything. So let's check out the next set. So from the desert, we turn into the green area. First thing I'm going to say about this set is, 1, it is designed for 2 tables worth, not 3 tables worth. And these houses are not specifically designed for this set, but I just thought I could throw them in this showcase, and then they'd be showcased. So there's just 2 houses, blue roofs, got a little bit of rusting going on. This guy's got some stowage and stuff that's around the back, or attached onto the side. And they're just built with foam core, balsa wood, some cast doors, a couple other little bits, some foam for the roof, for the chimney. The roof tiles are singly put on, individually put on. They are cardstock that I've cut up. So this set includes some things that you can't see on camera. Is a 3rd hill over here, there is a second one of these open fields, and then there is a third tree stand. So I have 3 tree stands, 3 hills, 2 rock outcroppings, another 5 cast walls, a green version of the trench. I have another pond, and this set has 2 open fields, and then the 2 ruins, and then the 2 houses aren't for this set, but they can obviously be intermingled with this set as they don't have anything, any natural basing around them, so they can be put on any table. These fields I've done before with little broken fences and whatnot, but as this is for Warmachine, I know Warmachine players like a lot of flat terrain, but just to give it a little bit of height and whatnot, so I didn't put any tall like wheat or anything in here. I just did some low-lying, these are weed tufts from Silflor. I used to have rows, but I need to make another Scenic Express order pretty soon because I'm running out of flocks and whatnot from this project and a couple of other projects. But otherwise, this is pretty much the green stuff that I do all the time. One thing I did this time is for these briar patches, I cut larger pieces for the briar patches for you have much higher standing bushes, and I think it gives a much nicer feel to the actual piece. It uses a little bit more of the briar patch, but again, I'm going to make another order soon, so I'll order some more briar patches. And I will jump the camera off the tripod and we'll check everything out a little bit closer. So I'm going to run through most of this as you've seen it all before pretty much. Unless you're new to the channel, but yeah. Just hills, flocked green. I actually tried to make the bevel on this pretty... I think it's money in the bank. We'll see about that. Get some feedback. I was playing with models on it and some were tippy, but I don't think you're ever going to win unless you have a flat hill, and then your hill's not a hill. So what are you going to do? I tried. Again, we got removable little guys are magnetized. Oh, they have a little lip, so the wood is actually sitting on top of this wood. So it's hard to, if I'm not looking at it, it's hard to get it back in there. Again, casted walls. They keep having a little bit of blue on them. I gotta pull that blue out. Make sure I put that guy aside. I don't know where that blue's coming from. It's just a little bit of the cast that's still somehow on there, but anyways. I think that one's got some on that too. Man. This guy features some tufts, and we got some leaves that are scattered around. I actually was disappointed that I didn't want the leaves in the darker area, but what you gonna do? They're underneath there. The open fields. Again, this briar patch has been cut larger, so I think it gives a lot more, I don't know, feeling of a bush than the smaller pieces I was using before. A little bit of flock too high. We got the other guy back here. We got another ruin over here. And then we have 3 tree stands. All these trees, again, are removable, but they are open tree stands. These tree stands are made for Warmachine and other games that don't really require line of sight blocking, because if you get down at miniatures height here and we look back at the forest, there's not much line of sight blocking going on back there. But if I was building line of sight blocking forest, I could easily do it. I require knowledge of what game you're playing, basically, because I'm building everything custom, so I'll build it different ways. Often you see me building the open tree stand though, because I build a lot for 40k. There is true line of sight in 40k, but I don't know. And I build a lot of Warmachine terrain too, so what you gonna do? We got the 2 houses. This guy features like some type of above opening that can they can put storage in there. And these chimneys are built with thumbtacks, obviously at the top, but the pipe is a Winsor Newton tube cut in half. This guy casted doors. And I didn't have any casted windows, so I just kind of made a window for that guy. And then we have two smaller rock outcroppings. We added a little bit of foliage to our desert, and now we have progressed in the season and it has turned into fall, so it's the fall set. This set is also designed for 2 tables worth, so again we have 3 tree stands, 3 hills. The houses can again go with this set. There is 1 ruin, there are 2 rock outcroppings, 2 open fields with dead or dying crops. I also have 5 stone walls that are cast up again. These are cast in smooth on cast 300, I think is what it is for those guys, and they're airbrushed up, dry brushed, and added the foliage on. Not much to say other than it is autumn foliage, so I don't really think I need to jump the camera off the tripod this time. You can see what's going on with the whole set there. I'll zoom in on a couple things. And we'll jump the camera off the tripod. So I'll just give you a closer overview of the set with all the autumn colors going on. Got a blue pond. All the trees are still removable. So finally, the leaves have fallen off the trees, the ponds have frozen over, and we have the winter set. This set was designed for 3 tables worth, so there are a couple more pieces here and there. I have an extra hill, extra rock outcropping. I have a winter version of the trench, magnetized again. Get on there. And then we have 3 tree stands, 2 frozen ponds, and 5 wall sections. Again, the houses can be added to this part. They might need some snow on them to be more fitting, but you could put them on this table if you wanted more terrain on the table. But generally, Warmachine players don't seem to want that many pieces on their terrain anyway, or on their tables anyway. So that seems to be okay. So I will jump the camera off the tripod and we'll check everything out a little bit closer. So it's again all the same type of pieces. All the trees are removable. If you're wondering how to do my snow, it's Woodland Scenics Flex Paste, and then a sprinkling of Woodland Scenics Snow Flock, and it is sealed with a shot of matte medium water mix. And the ponds, to get the frozen opaque look, you can make them more or less frozen depending on how much you do the mixing, but it is poured in 2 layers, so there's a thin layer and then the next thin layer is mixed with a bit of white pigment to get the opaqueness, and again, like, you mix it a little bit more or less. And it didn't take the mix over here, so you can see it's kind of like, this pond looks like it's freezing. It's got a cool look, and this one's totally frozen over, a little bit less frozen over here. Definitely a cool look though. And I'm pretty sure these casted rocks, rock walls or stone walls or whatever, look good no matter how I do them. Desert, winter, autumn, summer, look good all around, I think. I got my rock outcroppings. So that gives you a look at all the sets headed to GROTSCON, held next weekend in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. So if you're local to that, look forward to this terrain on your tables. If not, order some terrain from me and you can get this type of terrain or anything custom on your table. So if you're looking for some custom terrain or miniature painting commissions, you can email me at info@greenleafterrain.com and I'll get back to you with a quote. You can also fill out the custom form on my website. And other than that, there will be a full set of pictures of all these sets up on my Facebook. A link to that will be in the description. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, and happy wargaming.